Should we switch sides sometime? Hello, hello. My name is Celeste, and today I'm going to be doing a little mukbang situation with my mom here. I have had my cousin on my channel, I've had my brother on my channel, and now here's my mom. So here's my mom, Jess K, and I will link her channel and everything in the description box as well as in the comment section. So yeah.
Mama's hungry.
I'm hungry too. So let's dig in, shall we?
Yeah. What are we eating?
Today, we like tacos, nachos, that sort of thing. So I saw at the store that there was some taco boats. They look like this. I'm gonna do a thumbnail real quick. Okay. We have some taco boats that they look good. So let's dig in and get started. So real quick, I would like to say thank you for 75 subscribers. Oh my gosh, I do appreciate it. We are well on our way to 100. Hello. So if you haven't joined the fam yet, please feel free to join and be a part of the club, be a part of the family. Like, we're here. I really appreciate everyone who's been rocking with me, and yeah. Thanks, guys.
Delicious.
Let me eat real quick, y'all. Let me just take a few bites real quick. So I did my taco boats with, we did refried beans, fat-free, baked beans, or no, black beans, I'm sorry. Refried beans, black beans, I think it's the Morningstar crumbles, olives, tomato, red onion, Follow Your Heart ranch, and sour cream,
Cheese.
and Daya nacho cheese, which I will put in the picture. But yeah, and I also put some jalapenos and stuff on mine. You know. We are hungry, you guys.
I am so hungry.
So, while we eat, let's talk. So, this is vegan, obviously. And so the question of the day is, the discussion, the topic at hand is, wait, I have notes.
Okay.
I got notes. Let's talk about why we became vegan in the first place. Like, why are we even eating vegan in the first place? Where do we start?
I feel like 2 very different reasons, maybe.
Kind of different. But what were your reasons?
Strictly health. When I started out vegan, it was just all about health, and I fought it for a long time. I didn't feel good. I was sick. I didn't have any energy, pain issues. I had a lot of things that were just not going my way, and I would turn to the very unhealthy comfort foods that I was raised on. And the catalyst, honestly, for me was, you were going vegan, you and your brother were doing a vegan challenge for going vegan for a month. This was like your third time doing it, third time doing it. And I'm like, well, okay, since you guys are doing it, let's all just do this vegan challenge. And when I started the vegan challenge, I had every intention on going right back to my old diet when it was over. I was just doing that mom support the team thing. I felt so much better by the mid of the month. I felt such a difference. I was getting up early. The days I didn't feel good were not as bad. And I ended up just staying that way.
And how long ago was this?
I think we're like coming up on 4 years now.
For me, I went vegan because a friend in high school said they were doing this challenge with other friends to go vegan for a month. Just to do it, to try it. I'm like, that sounds lit, but I'm not there yet. So I didn't do it until I was in college. And then for just a month, I would go vegan, but I didn't do a lot of research at the beginning. It was very
The first time you went vegan, I made you go back to eating your regular diet.
Yes. Because I'd lost a lot of weight. I thought it was just eating salads and seeds. Like that's what I thought it meant. I didn't even know fries were vegan at the time. Like it didn't click. Some certain things didn't click when I first went vegan. And so then the next time I did more research, I had a meal plan, and I think I did a lot better the second time. So then by the third time, I had done even more research and I was ready to go and actually be committed to a longer than a month type thing. And so then, yeah, I did that with my mom. But also for my reasoning was, the first time was the simple because animals are dying. But then I also noticed I actually used to have chronic headaches and migraines to the point where it was actually low-key a little debilitating in that I would have to stay in my room with the blinds closed, no loud noise. It was like a hangover all the time though. Like it was crashing headaches. Like I could not, it was too much. So then I noticed like when I went vegan, I was able to get up, go about my day, no more headaches. I haven't had a legit headache or migraine in, I can't even remember the last time. So for me, it started off as animals and the environment, but then it evolved into health.
For me, with chronic autoimmune stuff going on, I know I'm going through headache issues right now, but that's been reduced just by being vegan. The most important thing though that has reduced for me in being vegan is inflammation. Literally, internal inflammation is the biggest thing that has reduced for me. It got to a point where I was so inflamed that I couldn't get food down. Part of the reason food was getting stuck in my throat was that I couldn't get it down. I was so inflamed. And I think a lot of people, when they get that, oh, I'm just constipated. Well, it's if you're inflamed, nothing is going to will go where it needs to go. And so that was the biggest thing I noticed.
And we were doing all these things, but not diet.
Right.
I mean, it is one of the simplest things you can do, but it's something that you don't really think is going to change your life or anything.
Right.
Especially because it's not generally like a fast, quick fix. You gotta like work at it. So.
And it's not something that I can do for a period of time and then like, oh, I'm good, and then go back to
eating. So that's how we started. What are your current thoughts on the state of veganism and whatnot?
I feel like a lot of people, obviously going vegan is the right thing to do, but obviously there's a genetic component to it too. And I think people need to consider if it's your genetic disposition for decades upon decades upon decades, right? To take food in your mouth, to take meat and eat it, as bad as it is. Understand that it's not the meat itself that is killing you so much so as the way it's processed. That's the first thing. The second thing is people try to go all in. That was probably my biggest mistake. And I think I was lucky I had you who hadn't done it before, who had done it more than once. Because, especially in my age group, take your time. Commit to one meatless meal, right? Because I think the word vegan,
It scares some folks.
right.
Yeah.
Start with one meatless meal. Cut out the meats that are most important, that are getting you the sickest, which is most probably pork. And then, believe it or not, beef. Dairy. Dairy is not good for anyone. Look at the types of sugars going into your body. Once you do those things, then it's gonna, that's a start. The thing I think a lot of people misunderstand about being vegan is that you're limited. I was just eating a whole bunch of Oreos last night. You know, there's not the limit that you think there is. And my taste buds have changed quite a bit, I would like to say, too.
I would say, for myself, I'm noticing more and more people are becoming vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, because that's your journey. But I feel like y'all remember the natural hair movement where there's an influx of black women going natural, but then became all the rules. Like you couldn't dye your hair or else you weren't natural. You couldn't wear weave because you should appreciate your natural hair. You shouldn't wear wigs because why wouldn't you appreciate your natural hair? And it became like almost suffocating. And like it turned people away because there were so many rules and it wasn't fun. It wasn't about the journey anymore. It was about what other people think you should be doing. And I see that a little bit in the vegan community. I'm not gonna I hope on my channel you guys don't think I'm being forceful or telling you should be vegan, you have to do this. Like, I understand that everything's a journey. Even when I first was vegan, I wasn't completely vegan. There's different journeys to this whole thing. Like, for me at the time, it was easier to not be vegan when I ate out with friends because there just weren't any options. Or sometimes I would, if I was craving fish, I would just go get the fish and like, there's no rules to it. I feel like when people, like when you focus on the rules and what other people think veganism should be for you, then it becomes very suffocating. And I don't appreciate that because then it deters people from the message and actually like, if it's for health, now you're deterring people from like even doing it for health reasons.
Right.
And so then like I don't like that part of veganism. So I hope when you come to my channel you see, yes, I am vegan, but I'm not gonna judge you. Everything's a journey. If I decide one day that I don't want to be vegan anymore, that's my journey. And that should be okay. But for now, this is where I'm at.
I'd also like to point out that when we look at the people we look up to, the great people we look up to, that push plant-based diets and natural ways to prevent inflammation and all of these other things, right? We have to acknowledge the truth, which is that most, if not all of them, consumed at the very least fish.
I don't trust myself.
No.
Hold
on. Now. Understand, I'm not saying that that's what everybody should do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying for a lot of the young or old, very militant vegans who haven't taken the time to do their research, those who would judge other people with these strict rules on what it is to be vegan and what it is not to be vegan, that's who I speak to. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of the people that you're getting your ideologies from consumed an occasional diet of fish. The point is what keeps you healthy and at your best. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what I always say, how's your breathing? That soul, what's singing to your soul? And that's the important thing. It's not boxes and labels and, you know.
You do what's best for you. Don't let anybody bully you into what they think you shouldn't be eating, whether it's vegan or not. Don't let anybody bully you. That's not, like, that doesn't accomplish anything. Do what you need to do, go at your own pace. Veganism might not even be your thing. Like, that's fine. That's not my job to tell you how to live your life. So, yeah, but if you come here, just know this is a safe space. And I'm here for you, whether you're vegan or not. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
For me, I would say everyone breathes differently. Everyone's soul sings differently, you know what I mean? The one thing I've noticed, being the older distinguished woman that I am, is that the very people who will tease you for either being vegan or not being vegan are the very people who, if you're doing what's right for you, end up following you and following your train, your line.
This
So
is true.
if a person's giving you a hard time, whether that be about being vegan, anything, it's a reflection of themselves. Feel proud about that you've pulled something out in somebody else that they need to see. Keep on about doing your thing.
Do your thing. Period. And on that note, bam bam, we're gonna finish eating. And I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you again, subscribers. Feel free to like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification if you want notifications. I don't upload the same day every week, child. So it's a surprise. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.